Thanks much, Adrian. Appreciate it. Tammy Beasley joins us now. Tammy's a nutritionist with Team Weigh-In. Are we having mic problems here?
Mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. Oh, you're good. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and here recently you've been talking to us about the best of the best foods,
Right.
the very best things you want to add to your diet. But today you're going to change that up a bit.
I am. They're so excited. I'm trying to talk about the best of the worst.
And you have a box of the donuts that they've been partaking of this morning. That's just
right.
one thing that you have here. There are some healthy snacks that you can have.
There are, but I want to actually talk about deprivation first. It is a known fact that the more you restrict something, the more you're going to desire that forbidden food. And often denying yourself a craving that you have will lead to not only overeating, but often I see a full-blown binge.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So there is a place to go with your craving and just to enjoy it. There was a really unique study done with preschoolers. They gave them 2 cereal bars, and this was published in American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, and they did not forbid the quantity of one, and they were exactly the same type of bar. They forbid the quantity of the other. The preschoolers wanted the one forbidden, not the one that they could have. So
it's
we work the
psychological.
same way,
Yeah,
right?
psychological.
So there's a place, but you can still even choose the best of the worst. If
So we can
fat-free,
actually have
non-fat,
some of that stuff that we think we can't
you
have?
can. Occasionally, it's what you do more often than not that matters. But let's look
Don't
and
worry,
compare.
you're looking at me.
Don't be so excited.
I'm happy.
Remember, don't forget, more often than not, this is an occasional thing.
Right.
But when the fat-free things will not do and you want the real thing, let's look at what's the best of the worst, okay?
All right.
We'll start with, let's start with cookies.
Okay.
Okay, both are 1-ounce bags.
Right.
Okay, which one would you choose?
Choose that would be better for you.
Which one, pecan shortbread or EL fudge?
If we were trying to pick the ones that
you really
were
wanted?
best.
That were best, the best of the worst.
I would
I'd probably go with shortbread.
I would too, because I think I would see butter flavored on the front of this, and that would rule it
And
out.
fudge.
I really love it when I get them.
Really?
This is the better one.
Wow.
It actually has a full third less fat. Okay,
about
and less
that?
calories in the process for
Wow.
the same quantity. Okay, let's move on to candy bars.
It's amazing.
Okay,
It
these
is.
two, exactly the same calories. This one, obviously, you get more.
Right.
Okay, but you get half the fat. Actually, probably even less
Well, that
than
is puffy. That
It's puffy.
center part is all
Now again,
puffed
if
up.
Snickers is what you really want, you may just be better in going with the Snickers than trying to avoid that and then ending up at 10 o'clock making a pan of brownies and eating the whole thing.
But maybe just eating a half of that
Eating
or
a
something
half,
like that.
and the key to me is to
You say
take
that
it.
like it's familiar to you, Tammy.
I've heard a friend of mine.
Oh, got it. Okay.
A friend of
Me
mine
too.
does that. And then you have the New York peppermint patty, which actually is my personal favorite, which is a third of the fat of any of these and half the calories.
Okay.
Again,
very
a third,
satisfying.
a third on the York peppermint patty.
That's right.
wild.
Awesome.
And then we have our comparison of our chips. Again, this is when fat-free chips will not do. You've got to have the real thing.
Those
but
baked
which is the
chips are
better
just not the
of the
same as
worst.
those.
They're different.
Yeah, they're a little
You have to expect them
different.
to be different. What do you think?
I don't have a clue here.
I would probably
I
go
don't
with
have a
the
clue.
Ruffles.
Greg's been cheating. He does know. Okay, it's not the Ruffles. It is the new 3D nacho cheese. Do you know this actually has about 50% less fat? Again, the puffed air. The
Gotcha.
calories are less. You get 27 chips per ounce. You only get 11 chips per ounce in this.
Well, and here's what gets me in trouble with this. The legislature passed a law. You can't eat these without dip. You know.
Okay,
You
that's
could go
what
to
Greg
jail for
Screw
that.
said.
That's it.
Again, the point is sometimes it's important to just go ahead with your craving, but I'm a fan of taking that craving, sitting down with it, savoring it, slowing down, enjoying every bite.
Very
You'll find
good.
that you eat less.
So I was totally anti-donut today, so maybe I'll have like a half or something like that.
If you really want it.
Okay.
If you really
Only if I
want it.
really want it.
Really want it.
If you want to get more information about Tammy's program, she has them all throughout the city of Huntsville, and she also is on here every Wednesday, so we appreciate you coming by. Rev It Up Metabolism Meltdown. RevItUpFitness.com is the way to reach Tammy, and 533-1205 is the number to reach her. Thanks again, Tammy,
You're
for coming
welcome.
in. You can leave all that behind
They are
if you'd
so
like.
excited that I'm leaving this.
We'll be back with more on Way 31 News Morning. Stay with us.